5 rules and tips for soft skills, conflict resolution, and scenario practice for school and work. Taking charge. Taking charge is to assume control or responsibility of the situation at hand. Why do I care about this and why this is important for a job? In order to be a leader and get ahead in this world, you have to take charge at some point in your life. It is important for a job because if you let things slide past you and allow people to take advantage of you, then you really won't be going anywhere in life. It's that simple. If you take charge to get ahead of things, you will not only inspire the people around you, but make your life so much easier and so less stressful. Yes, you can get fired if you're too aggressive and you become almost a dictator. You will most likely get fired or let go. Practice, go to seminars or watch motivational videos and learn how you can take charge and use it to your advantage. If you could ultimately make the team less productive, if all of the people on task are not taking charge and taking responsibility, then nothing will get done. Rule number 1 would be use empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. If you're able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, you will understand that they are doing what they are doing, even if they are being incredibly difficult. You need to ask why they're doing what they're doing and put the pieces together. If they're doing it for attention or if they're doing it, if they're under immense amounts of stress. Rule number 2 is to don't let things get out of hand. Not letting things get out of hand is if things are going to escalate quickly, find a solution, and fast so things don't take a turn for the worst. If 2 or more people are getting into an argument and things are about to get out of hand, find a way to make the situation less hostile and try to eliminate the problem. Say something that will draw attention to you, and then talk them out of it the best you can to the best of your abilities. Whether it's a joke or a serious conversation, try to eliminate the problems at all costs. Rule number 3, speak in a calm voice. If you speak in a calm, this is actually probably the most important tip, but if you speak in a calm voice rather than yelling, people are most likely to listen to you because of how calm sounding you are. It also reduces the stress of the people around you. You just use your inside voice and don't scream at any point. Even if you want to get everyone's attention, don't scream. It only makes things worse. Tip number 4, eliminate potential problems. If there are potential problems such as flaws in someone's work or lingering antagonists that won't let people do work, you will eliminate the problem by correcting whatever needs help. If you locate the problem and eliminate it to the best of your abilities, or you have to do that. An example of this would be if there is an antagonist who's bothering people and not allowing people to get work done. If you take that person, you put them in their own little cubicle, their own little spot in a workplace or even a school, then you make sure that they're not annoying the other people so they can get work done, the antagonist can get work done, and people in the office can get work done. Tip number 5, never use violence. If you ever use violence to break up a fight or a conflict, then you're just adding fuel to the fire. If one person sees violence being used, they will most likely believe that it is okay to use violence, or if they see you use violence, they'll be like, okay, this person went too far, and then all the negative attention will turn to you, which is never good and you don't want that. It's pretty simple. Don't use physical violence and attack others. Always use your words to intervene and stop a problem. Scenario number 1 in high school. A group assigns a project that has 10 key deadlines. The first submission was a day late, and the same teammate was behind for submission number 2. They stayed awake half the night finishing their portion, and then they got a low score for the whole group because no one had time to proofread it. How would you and your group members solve the problem? Well, I would invite everyone over to my house, a coffee shop, you name it, and so we can all have kind of like a group talk. We bounce ideas off each other and allow the person who's struggling, where we would be able to positively and constructive criticize them, so they will not only more understand what the topic and what they're doing, but they will get ideas on how to fix it and make it better. Scenario number 2 on the job. As a doctoral student in biology, you share lab and office space with other members of your advisors group. You get along well with everyone, but there's one student who leaves his stuff all over the shared space. He never throws away his coffee cup and borrows supplies without returning them. You can't take it anymore. I would approach the student and tell them in a tone that they know I'm serious to clean up their act and allow people to get work done. If I tell him in this quote-unquote aggressive voice, then he'll know I mean business, and I know he'll know that I want him to get his stuff done and to clean up his act. That way people will be able to get more work done and the place will become more efficient. Scenario number 3 on the job. Your office space is arranged in a bullpen layout and you wear noise-canceling headphones, but you can still hear your other colleagues who work behind you loudly chat throughout the day. A mix of work talk and socializing, and you can still hear it through your headphones. What is a good solution to this problem? Well, I would ask them in a calm voice to please use an inside voice, kind of like the same voice I used to tell them to use an inside voice, so that not only we can get work done and they can continue their own conversations, but everyone else in the workplace can get their stuff done. Because if I can still hear them with my noise-canceling headphones, who's to say the people, in the next cubicle over don't have the same problem, can still hear them? So that's how I would solve the solution, or the problem. Finalized scenario questions, here they are. And that'll be it. Thank you.